online training session. I'm Neve and I'm going to be taking you through a HIIT and core focused workout today. So as always, little disclaimer, just to always seek some medical advice before taking part in any exercise, whether you're brand new, have any underlying health conditions, or maybe coming back from an injury. So a little idea of what's going to be going on in today's session. We're going to have a little warm up and then we're going to be doing 30 seconds of a big movement, followed directly by 20 seconds of a core focused movement. That movement's going to be more of an isolated and slowed down and controlled movement, so it's going to be a moment for us to get our breath back and focus more on really isolating and engaging the muscles of the core. We're going to do that 4 times through, so it's going to be about 3 minutes in total of work, and then we're going to take a little rest, and then we'll jump into another 2 exercises. So we're just going to be focusing on kind of simple movements today, getting them right, focusing on them, and hopefully getting your heart rate up, breaking a little bit of sweat, and all staying the same while we can. So we're going to start with a little warm up, and then we'll jump into the workout. So nice big arm circles to start off, just bring it forward, loosen off the shoulders, and then let's take it back. So if you're still enjoying these sessions, let us know. Keep on giving us a thumbs up, sharing, using the hashtag, and let's bring it across the chest. So it's going to be about 20 minutes in total of work. We're going to have about a minute in between each block. We've got about 5 blocks of work. Bring your feet to outside hip width, toes slightly out turned, sink down into a squat, and then reach tall. Really stretching, lengthening the body, getting that heart rate up, nice and gradually, so we're ready for our workout. Let's go for 1 more of these, and we're going to take it into a walkout. So coming from the side, hands come to the ground, walking out to a nice flat spine in our plank position, and then walking back up. So feeling that stretch down the back of the legs. Walking to a nice full plank, so hands are underneath the shoulders, back as flat as possible. Going for 1 more of these, and then let's bring 1 foot forward and come into a low lunge, dropping the other knee and just pushing that hip forward. Just stay here for a minute. Getting a stretch across the hip, and then from front view, we're here. We're going the same elbows, knee dropping down, and then opening up. So just a little twist through the spine, again opening up the chest. 1 more on this side, and then bringing your other foot in front. So stepping low, dropping that back knee just so it's comfortable, and then elbow down, and then opening up. Let's go for 1 more here. Coming back into our plank, and let's move into 20 mountain climbers. So draw the knees up towards the chest, again back flat, just getting that heart rate up, getting that core engaged. When you've done that, come back to your plank, walking your hands back to your feet, coming up to stand. Let's move into a few lunges, so just a nice big step backwards, and then twisting over that front knee, rotating through the spine. So heart rate should be coming up, and we're almost ready to work. So lots of options in this workout. So you can take it lower, high impact, but what I want you to really focus on this one is form, with a big emphasis on our core. Stop there, give a little shake out, grab a drink, and then we'll get in to our first 2 exercises. So we've got 30 seconds of simple squats. So sinking nice and low, hips back, knees are tracking the toes. 30 seconds there, then we're going to drop it straight down into a standard plank. So making sure you're pushing your body weight forwards, you're on your toes, shoulders are stacked on top of those wrists. Core really tight, squeezing the glutes, keeping the back as flat as possible. I'm going to add in some options as we go through the rounds to make it a little bit more intense if you need to, or you can just stick with the basics. For round 1, we're going to start with this and then see how it goes. So, timer is starting. When you hear the bell, we're going to jump straight into 30 seconds of some squats. So I'll use a little bit of room around you in 3, 2, 1, 30 seconds of squats. So taking this at your own pace, you can move fast or slow. Let's just use this first round to focus on depth, Good range, make sure the knees are driving out, chest is up, core on tight. Halfway now, when the buzzer goes, no rest, we're jumping straight into that plank, and we're just going to hold for those 20 seconds. So it's going to work a lot of the upper body as well in those planks. You're going to feel it in these shoulders. Ready? Drop it down, into our plank. 20 seconds here. So let's start to engage that core. Tuck the tailbone under slightly, push that weight forwards, and make sure the back is long and flat. We're going to go for 5 more here. Wait for the buzzer, and then we're jumping straight back, up into those squats. New option, 2 pulses at the bottom, before driving back up. So I'm just going to add a little bit more intensity, and get those legs firing. So just if you want a little bit more, if not, stick with those singles. We're going to keep on adding on little by little in some of these rounds. So take it as an option if you want to, and if you need to. Not too much impact in this one, so your neighbours downstairs won't get too annoyed. 3, 2, 1. Dropping down to your plank. Again, hands to the shoulders. So in this movement, we're always just going to be focusing on that plank or whatever movement we're doing. We're not going to alter this too much. We're just focused on getting this right, slowing the breathing down a little bit, and feeling that contraction through the abs. A few more seconds. Jumping back up to squats. New option, 2 pulse, heel lift at the top. So drive the hips forward. Now again, you can just stick with that ordinary squat, or stick with the 2 pulses without the Caffreys, whatever you want. So we're just trying to get as much muscle activation here from this one movement. Here we go, 5 more seconds, then ready to drop back down to that plank. 2, 1, back into the plank, 20 seconds. So make sure every time you're dropping into that plank, it's a strong plank. And just breathe here. We've got 1 more round of exactly the same. So we're going to take them squats up a little level. And if you want, we're going to move on to some squat jumps. Final round of this. Bring it up. And let's jump. Just if you want. Remember, if not, you stay right here. Or you can add on that calf raise. Final round. So if you can, let's make it a little bit explosive. Still focusing on getting down low and jumping up high. Legs should be warm now. We start to feel it. 5 more seconds here. And we're going to drop it down. Back to the plank. Down we go. Hold. Hold. Breathe. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up, shake it out, grab a drink. Round 1 done. Oh. So we're doing exactly the same. 2 different movements. One a bit more of a big movement, followed by a core focused one. So, our next 2 exercises coming up are going to be our press up. So in your toes or your knees, hands are wide, back is flat, dropping that chest down to elbow level and then driving up. If you need to be here, if that helps you get more range, then just drop down to the knee and focus on that. Then we're going to move on to our core focus movement, which is going to be Spider-Man climbers. So again, hands underneath the shoulders in our plank position. Knee comes towards the same elbow of the leg that we're lifting. Bring it up and in. So from the front, back flat, bring it in, and then bring the opposite knee in. So taking it as slow as you need to really feel it through the waist and the middle of our core. So we're starting with our press ups, waiting on that buzzer. When it goes, we're straight with our press ups. So knees or toes, whatever feels good for you. And we're just getting out those reps. 30 seconds, ready to go. Let's do it. Press ups. So here's an option you can take. If you can come down on your toes, drop the knees to help push yourself up. This is going to help you progress to get those full press ups. So press ups for me I really struggle with. So I'm trying to do more of these to help me get through the reps. Of course, you can just do it all on your knees if that's what you need. A few more seconds here. We're going to move on to the Spider-Man planks. Hands underneath the shoulders. One knee towards one elbow. So still keeping your body weight forward and the back flat. Just breathing here. So you're really going to feel this next round in the shoulders and in the chest. Hands back wide. 30 seconds of press ups. So from the front, either on your knees or your toes, remember, dropping that chest down, keeping the spine long. So from head, right down the tailbone, we're nice and flat. Waiting for that buzzer, and then we're going to jump right back in. Final few. Keep it going, keep it going. Hands underneath the shoulders. So really feeling that squeeze between your ribs and the side of your hip bone. Keep it nice and long. Heart rate should be coming up. You should feel it in the upper body now. Back into our press ups. Round 3. Halfway through this one. Breathing, taking the option you need to. Take a little rest if you need to. Trying to get through these full 3 minutes with minimal stopping. Excellent work if you're working along with me at home. If you're still doing these workouts, we're loving to see it. Ready for the change. Back into those Spider-Man planks. So right here, this one, you should be really feeling through the core now. Really good, keep it controlled. One last round. So from the side, remember, hands are wide and we're dropping our chest down. Last 30 seconds. And if this is becoming too much for you, come into a box press up, back is flat, but the weight is still forward. So it's going to help you progress and get more press ups out. Whatever level you're at, there's lots of options for you. A few more here. Ready for the last 20 seconds. Hands under the shoulders. 20 seconds here. Keep it really controlled. The slower you go here, the more it's going to challenge the muscles all around the core. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Give it a little shake out. Grab a little drink if you need to. Have a little breather. Should have turned down the heating. I say this every time. We're into round 3. So, another 2 exercises, exactly the same format. So, our first move is going to be a lunge. So nice and simple, nice big step back. You can have your hands wherever you wish. We're going to start here, and again, like them squats, we're going to build upon it a little bit. And then we're going to be moving on to shoulder taps. So again, back into that plank position, so you're really going to feel this in the upper body. Core still, back as flat as possible, and you want your hips to not be rocking back and forward. Nice and flat, bring the feet a little bit wider if you feel like you're rocking. So, starting off with our lunge. We start with a basic lunge to get us going. So when that buzzer goes, go about 5 seconds, and then we're into our lunges. So from the front, you can take a step forward or a step back, whatever works for you. Some people feel more comfortable stepping forward. Just making sure that front knee is stacked on top of your front ankle. We're not pushing too far forward, I'm not pushing too far back. So getting nice and low here, driving out the front heel to work into the glutes. So when that buzzer goes, we're dropping down into our shoulder taps. Got a few more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Down into our plank position again. Feet a little bit wider, but it helps you balance. Tapping opposite hand to opposite shoulder. So again, pushing weight forward, tucking the tailbone under, squeezing the glutes, and just nice and controlled, tapping at your own pace. Doesn't need to be fast. Bring it back up, lunge, here's your option. 2 pulses. Again, just building up on it. Whatever feels good for you. So you can stick with those singles. Get out on the pulse. So we're just trying to build up that intensity. Again, bring that feeling back into the legs. After our last round, it's a lot more upper body. Whew. 2 seconds. Drop it down. Shoulder taps. So really, really bring your focus to squeezing those glutes. We're not rocking back and forward. We're staying as controlled as possible. We're going to take these lunges up a level. Bring it up. 2 pulses and a jump. Staying low, jumping up. So again, remember, you can just stick with those singles, or you just stick with the pulses if you want to take out the impact. A few more seconds here. Almost there. We're going to bring it back down into our shoulder taps. Ready to go? Drop it down. Tapping, opposite shoulder. So here's an option if this is becoming too much. Again, on our knees. Main focus here, keeping that core controlled. So if you need to, that is your option. Single jumping lunges. Last round. So remember all the options you had before? You can do any of them, or you can jump in with these plyometrics. Landing soft, driving off the foot. Whew. Almost there. 5 more here. Ready to drop it down. Shoulder taps. Last round. 20 seconds. Breather coming at the end of this. If you get nice and controlled, stay with me. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. It always seems a lot easier in my head until I actually do them. So let's grab a drink. We've got 2 more rounds, and then we're done. So grab a quick breather. And let's be ready for our next 2 movements. So we've got our hop to squats. So feet jump in, and we're sinking low, and we're trying to tap the ground as close as you can get to it. So hips sit back, feet go wide, tapping the ground. We're going to come round into a hollow hold. So this one has a few different names, but once I do it, you'll understand what I'm meaning. Slightly back, feet are elevated, and we're just going to hold. Options to be here, but still getting that lean back, pushing the tailbone into the ground. 20 seconds there to breathe, and then we're back into hop to squats. 10 seconds to prepare, and then we're into work. 30 seconds of our hop to squats. Ready to go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So 2 more rounds of work. That's about 6 more minutes in total to get through. So let's keep working through it. Remember, keep letting us know what you think of these workouts, what you do enjoy, what you don't enjoy. We will take on your feedback. We've got 10 more seconds here. We're going to drop it down into that hollow hold. So really fast change. In 3, 2, 1. Flip it over. Line it back. Quickly get into position. Really, really tight to the core here. Nice deep breaths. Should start to shake a little bit. That's a good sign. In 2, in 1. Back up. Hop to squats. So try not to get a head rush as you stand up. Make it a fast change, but make it smooth. that pace. Last 3, 2, 1. Flip it over. Hollow hold. Straight back in. Legs are long. Squeeze the quads. Really lengthen the legs. Slightly back. That's your option if you need it. You're still engaging your core here. That's just a slightly aggressive option. Give you a little more time to breathe. Back up. Round 3. So heart should be up. You should sweat a little bit. You should definitely be feeling it in the core and the legs. We're almost there. We've got 5 more seconds of this. Then we're going to drop it down. 2 and 1. There we go. Legs long. If you can, and a little bit further back if you're not feeling it. Lengthen. Keep holding. 5 more seconds. Then we have 1 more round. 3, 2, 1. Back up. Hold your squats. Woo. Last round here. Let's go, let's go. If you're slowing, do not allow yourself to slow. Picking it up. We've got 5 more seconds. Do not stop now. Dropping it down. Hold, down the ground. 20 seconds here. Hold. Stay with it. I'm going to count you down. Do not stop. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring yourself up. Grab a drink. We've got 1 more round. 3 minutes of work. And we're done. Nice deep breaths while I show you the next 2 exercises. So again, simple exercise to finish off. We've got burpee and then we've got side plank. So in the burpee, level 1, we're going to start off, not chest to floor, just a jump back, jump in and a stand. So we're taking out the jump. If you need to, you can just walk it back and walk it back in. So no chest to floor, we're going to build upon it like some of the previous rounds. Then we're going to come into a side plank, hand underneath the shoulder, lifting the hip high, 20 seconds on one side, and then in the second 20 seconds we're going to change sides, and then change again, so we're going to be doing 2 20 seconds on either side. So let's start with those burpees. Final round here. 10 seconds, get yourself ready. It's just a nice simple burpee without that jump at the top, unless you're well and truly ready to go. Straight in. Burpee, 30 seconds, jump back, jump in, and stand. So again, coming to a nice flat back, standing tall. If you need to, and again you're making too much noise for the downstairs neighbours, just walk it out and walk it tall. 5 more seconds, and then we're coming into our side plank. So pick a side to start on. We're going to do 20 seconds there. Drop it down, side plank. Hand underneath the shoulders. Split the legs, or you can stack them, whatever you prefer. So pushing again that shoulder over the wrist. Nice and long, really lifting that hip high. 5 more seconds. Next burpee, we're going to do a jump. So right back, in, and jump. So again, it's not quite chest to floor. We're just doing a standard burpee, and then jumping up. Halfway here. Keep that going from the front. Remember again, you can just take out that jump if you need to. Next round, we're going to be doing side plank on the other side. Drop it down. Hips high. Really, really tuck under that waist. And just breathe. Next round, let's take it chest to floor on those burpees. Ready to go? All the way down this time. Chest to floor, arms long, jump it back up. At your own pace. Just keeping it going. 2 more rounds from here. So remember the options that we had before, and you can take any one of them. Wait for that buzzer. Then we're going to move on to the other side in 3, 2, 1. The side that you started on. Lift them a little bit higher if you can. Really feel the squeeze here. One final round of those burpees. Let's add on 2 plyometric lunges at the top. Ready, chest to floor burpees. So we're dropping it down. We're jumping up. 2 lunges. If you can, remember the options you had before. You can take it right back to the beginning. And just our standard burpee. If that's what you need to do. 10 more seconds of this. Last round. Ready for a plank. Final side. Drop it down. 20 seconds here. Let's hold. Let's hold. This is it. Don't let it drop. 20 seconds. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Shake it off. Let's have a little cool down and stretch. And then we're done. It's definitely getting warmer. It's becoming harder to work out inside. So grab a little breather. When you're ready, bring one heel up to the bum. Let's take a stretch in the quad. Nice deep breath, just bring that heart rate down. Excellent work if you did that along with me. Let me know what you thought. Hopefully you felt it in the core. Let's bring that same foot in front. Push the hips back slightly, lift the toes if you want more. You want to feel that stretch down the back of the legs. In the hamstrings and in the calves. Quad stretch, other leg. Finding your balance. Knees close together. Driving your hip forward. Sweat running down my nose. Bring that leg in front into your hamstring stretch. Bring your feet underneath your hips. Tip forward, come down just close to the ground as you can. Feel the stretch in the hamstrings. Circle the hands up, reach up tall, interlock the fingers, stretch long overhead. Let's do that one more time, taking forward from the hips. Coming as far forward as you can, just feeling the stretch down the back of the body. And then coming up, interlocking the fingers, stretch really long. Bring one arm over the top, stretch off the shoulder. And change sides. Bring the feet slightly wider, move into a side lunge. So driving that knee out, feeling that stretch across the hamstrings and the inner thigh, and then stretching long, so feeling right down the side of the body. Other side. Really, really long. Bring it together, give it a little shake out, and that's you done. Excellent work, thank you again. Let us know what you thought, make sure you're sharing, give me a thumbs up, and still using the hashtag. Hope you're all staying safe and healthy. Thank you.